It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too, Ernie.
And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, their relentless preparation, the off-season, the practices, the preseason games, everything's led up to tonight. They'll be looking to make a statement in this first game. And tonight, we get to see one of the faces of the NBA, Blake Griffin. He's battled a number of injuries, but Kenny, he's still one of the league's better power forwards.
He gives you a lot of things, Ernie, and I really believe if he didn't get injured early on, he would have been higher in the MVP voting last year. Terrific passer, tries to improve his range every season, now shooting threes.
Kenny, what are you talking about? Everybody gets injured. Let's just talk about how he adds a physical presence. You know, it's too bad him and Chris Paul could never reach the finals together.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
Me either.
You don't want to argue.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Knock you out.
Mama said.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The Detroit Pistons preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Now, Blake Griffin is new to Detroit, but he feels the blue-collar nature of this city suits him just fine. He said, hard work was instilled in me at a very young age. The very base of my game has always been physical. Guys, back to you.
Well, Detroit is happy to have him, David. Thanks. So much excitement as we tip off the season. Steve, as a player, did you get butterflies on opening night?
You know, Kevin, I remember my rookie year, that first game. We were playing the New York Knicks, led by Patrick Ewing. I mean, the butterflies were flying. And even in my last season, the 14th season, the butterflies were the same. It's something about opening night. It's just special. And no matter whether you're a rookie or you've been in the league 14, 15 years, those butterflies still kick in.
And it tells me you love the game, Steve, even as much your last season as you did in your first season.
And I think it also, Kevin, to add to that, you respect your opponent even in year 14, 15.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Russell and Crabbe are in the backcourt together. Allen is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Carroll in at the three, the small forward. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Faried outside. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Crabbe kicks to Carroll. Goes up from the top of the key. No good off the back of the rim. Outside Jackson. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Faried dishes to Crabbe. Pass to Allen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Allen. And for Detroit, a lot of changes, Greg, in their front office this past offseason.
A new GM and Dwayne Casey brought in to coach. Could see a drastic shift in style and approach for the Pistons moving forward.
And Allen drops them both.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Griffin sets the screen for Jackson. To the middle. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his third assist on the night. Griffin's gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
For Detroit, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Drummond, kicks it to Bullock. Griffin with it. Over Russell, and that one's good. Griffin's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Russell passes to Crabbe. Screen by Fareed. With the teardrop. Gets a hand on it, and it's put back in by Fareed.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here's Bullock. Top of the key, Griffin. And there's the pass to Drummond. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Sweet little floater. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Allen kicks to Carroll. Crabbe with the ball. To the wing on the left. Russell from long range. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Griffin dishes to Jackson. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 6. Here's Carroll. Screen by Fareed. Crabbe from long range. Cans it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Left side, Griffin. Over Fareed. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Russell kicks to Fareed. Knocked away. Russell passes to Crabbe. Outside, Russell. Pass to Allen. Another shot. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
Detroit leading by 3. Kennard kicks to Griffin. Passes it to Drummond. Picked by Griffin. Drummond passes to Jackson. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Russell. Back to Crabbe. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Picked by Griffin. Jackson kicks to Griffin. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Crabbe from long range. Rebound, Detroit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jackson from long range. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those 2.
They now take the lead. Carroll's got his first 3 points of the game.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. And it's their first look at this year's Brooklyn team here for their first regular season game.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. All right, a chance to check out the numbers for D'Angelo Russell. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 10. Pass to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's Russell with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got his first basket of the night.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Dishes it to Carroll. Allen with the screen for Carroll. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trailed by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Griffin's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. To the inside, Fareed, and the dunk by Fareed.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Russell kicks to Allen. Russell against Jackson. There's the screen. That one wide left.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Griffin's shot is good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now here's Cram. 6 points for him. The pass to Russell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We talk a lot about making plays at the rim and hitting threes, but the mid-range game is still alive, Steve, and it's playing well with some players.
I love it because it's coming back. The guy I come to mind to think of, first of all, is DeMar DeRozan. I think the king of the mid-range. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge, Chris Paul for a point guard does a nice job.
Chris Paul, right.
Knocking down the mid-range game. I love the three-point shot, but I think the mid-range game is starting to come back. Pump fake, one dribble, and knock it down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. John Lure comes in for Blake Griffin. Robinson's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ish Smith in for Luke Kennard. And so Russell hits them both.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
Pass to Robinson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Shabazz Napier's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Jackson. Six on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Smith outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Picked by Pachulia. Clock at 6.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Dinwiddie. They grab their own miss. It's deflected.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Nets leading by 5. Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Oh!
No, he didn't.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now, here is Robinson, and the basket is good. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. Inside, stolen by Jackson. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Pass to Pachulia. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3.
And the three-pointers just not falling for them early.
That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Good, nice play there from Napier.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pistons trail by 8. Lure the screen. Right side Jackson. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Napier. 1:16 left in the first. Dinwiddie passes to Napier. There's the 3. The shot off that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. Outside Robinson. Takes the 13-footer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Down low. There's Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Smith kicks to Lure. There's a screen by Robinson. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Lure, good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Lure's got his first bucket in this one. Nets leading by 6. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Allen, a screen on Robinson. Now here's Napier, covered by Smith. Here's Dinwiddie. Off target with his 3. Outside Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front, leading by 6. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
Reggie Jackson out there with Ish Smith. Then it's Robinson. Then it's John Lure. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Now, here is Smith. That 3 off the mark. And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018.
Pistons trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson drives in. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lets a floater go. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks to Napier. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Jackson. A second chance effort. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Smith outside. Picked by Pachulia. Robinson for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Pistons making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Fareed is checked in. Smith outside. And stolen by Napier. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Fareed, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it becomes the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something. That free throw, no good. A different look here for Detroit. Andre Drummond comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Blake Griffin in for John Lure. The Nets also changing it up. Damari Carroll's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Russell in for Shabazz Napier. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn leading by 5. Passes to Dinwiddie. Kicks to Carroll. Screen by Fareed. Trying to get open is Davis. No good from outside. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Feeds to Robinson. To the middle. They double team Griffin. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Blake Griffin. Coming off a terrific season, 17th in assists and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. Now here's Carroll. Davis sets a screen. Carroll passes to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Russell's got 6 points.
Feeling out the pick and roll. Russell never looks like he's in a hurry.
Here's Drummond. Rebound, Brooklyn. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Pistons. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Here is Russell. He's got 6. And here's Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. Crabb in the corner. And the Nets miss again. Pistons trail by 7. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's his first foul. Griffin against Faried. The shot's good from Griffin. He's got 14.
This is where Blake does most of his damage. Just get him the rock inside the paint.
Russell dishes to Carroll. Back to Russell. From downtown. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Shoots it. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Griffin.
On the attack all evening. Not sure at this point what can slow Blake Griffin down.
Russell with it. Now Smith defending. Off the screen. The shot by Carroll no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Smith against Russell. Smith the pass to Bullock. Outside Griffin. Pass to Drummond. Over Davis. Kenneth Faried grabs the board. Nets leading by 3. Now Crabb. He's got 6. The pass to Russell. Faried setting the pick for Russell. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
The shot's good from Kennard.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Screen by Faried. Russell left side. Over Smith. And it's Russell missing. For Detroit, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Drummond a screen. Drummond with a screen on Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Bullock. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Smith against Russell. It's taken away by Smith. Now Detroit moving it up. Griffin leading the charge.
You know, thinking back, Chauncey Billups once said Griffin might be too nice of a guy, yet he's a league leader in technicals almost every season.
And Smitty, Blake Griffin last season acquired by Detroit at mid-year. How do you like the fit for him with the Pistons?
You know, they needed a playmaker and a shot creator. Also gives them some star power. Putting fans in the seats, that matters.
2 shots. Max on the
That one drops. He ties it up. A lot of statistics to try to devour. The plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
I love it, Kevin, because then you get a chance to see the guys who, the stats we look at is rebounds, points, assists, and blocks and steals. There are some guys that make an impact without having those numbers, and it goes by what the score is. And that plus-minus help those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor, no matter how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry. Russell kicks to Crabbe. Davis sets a screen. Back to Russell. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded by Bullock. Pass to Crabbe. Fareed, a screen on Smith. Here's Crabbe. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Oh, my. I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now I've seen it all.
Smith outside. Passes it to Kennard. He kicks to Griffin. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. And it's Smith missing.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
There's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Now here's Bullock. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Crabbe with the ball. Screen by Fareed. Russell from long range. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Yeah, and we're going to be watching this for the next decade or more. Russell savage from deep.
Griffin with it. Now guarded by Fareed. It's stolen by Davis. 14 feet away. And it's Russell missing.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Griffin dishes to Smith. Back to Griffin. And they get it. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Ish Smith. The Nets also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Davis. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Fareed. And it's Napier in for Damari Carroll. Free throw drops for Griffin. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it, just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Pass to Crabbe in the corner. Napier with it. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Jackson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Griffin. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Griffin's got 11 points in the quarter. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded by Bullock. Crabbe, good.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Pistons trail by 3. Pick by Griffin. Outside Jackson. Kicks to Griffin. And there's the pass to Pachulia. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Russell with a wide open look. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Shabazz Napier. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Reggie Jackson, a great season and a half spent in Detroit. Since that time, injuries have slowed him down.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And Jackson dealing with knee tendonitis, Steve. Then last season, a serious ankle sprain.
Grade 3, as bad as it gets. One of the league's most imposing point guards. He's got to be right, though.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Detroit. Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Napier kicks to Dinwiddie. Now here's Crabbe, guarded by Robinson. Shoots off the screen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for Detroit.
It's been the guards who've dominated the ball, but really in a good way, creating opportunities for their teammates, and that's something they'll look to continue here down the stretch.
There's 49 seconds left now here in the second.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And the Pistons making a change here. Lure's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 3. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Jackson kicks to Bullock. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. To the middle, deflects the pass, and Lure gets it to go.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now here's Napier. Tight defense on him. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No good on the shot. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Nets lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a narrow three-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Setting the floor for the Nets. Crabbe teams with Carroll on the perimeter. Kenneth Faried is out there with Allen, and it's Russell in at point guard. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the wing. Kennard with the rebound. Pistons trail by 3. Now here's Bullock. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bullock's got the first bucket of the third here for Detroit. Russell passes to Allen. Now Crabbe. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Now here's Griffin. Top of the key jumper, no good. Here's Carroll. Faried setting the pick for Carroll. And it's Russell in the corner. Allen, a screen on Jackson. Here's Russell. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Russell's got 13.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year. He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
The dish to Crabbe. Screen by Faried. They set the pick. Now here's Crabbe. Tight defense on him. Good D by Drummond.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Outside for Jackson. Griffin dishes to Drummond. Over Allen. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Drummond.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. Here's Carroll. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Griffin against Faried. Griffin kicks to Jackson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 10.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
And they double up Russell. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded by Bullock. Crabbe from long range. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson against Russell. Outside for Griffin. Drummond a screen. For the lead. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got 25 points in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Russell passes to Fareed. They set the screen. He dishes it to Crabb. Outside, Russell. Fareed, a screen on Jackson. Russell, no luck. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jackson misses. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Carroll passes to Russell. Crabb kicks to Allen. Here's Russell. Count it, and the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
And the Pistons making a change here. Smith is checked in. Ed Davis is checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Crabb. Free throw good, Russell. And here's Smith. Pass to Griffin. To the paint. Drummond in the post. He's guarded by Davis. Davis with some nice D. Smith against Russell. Pass to Davis. Screen by Fareed. Shot clock at 6. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
For Brooklyn, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ish Smith, an excellent backup point guard, more than capable of holding down the starting spot as well.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And Drummond throws it down.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Carroll. He's got 8. Here's Dinwiddie. Davis inside, working on Drummond. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Brooklyn shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Glenn Robinson, the 3rd, is checked in for the Pistons. The Nets also changing it up. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And it's Napier in for D'Angelo Russell. That one misses for Davis. Well, Steve Ish Smith with speed to burn. Man, can he fly.
Like a rocket, he pushes the pace. As fast as he plays, he keeps his turnovers extremely low.
Now, here's Napier. 5 points in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Smith outside. He kicks to Drummond. A stupendous finish in traffic. Drummond's got 8 points.
Entertaining trip down the court. Good defense, but Drummond beats it with a strong move.
Davis sets a screen. Now here's Napier, guarded closer. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Free throw drops for Napier. A different look here for Detroit. Pachulia, he's checked in for Drummond. And it's John Lure in for Blake Griffin. And both free throws good for Napier.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Smith kicks to Jackson. Pass to Robinson. Picked by Pachulia. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Robinson.
A good move and a solid pick there by Pachulia. He'll rattle your teeth.
Here's Napier. That shot off. And it's Detroit the other way. Robinson down low. 5 points in the game. Pachulia against Davis. The shot will not fall. The Nets on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Robinson. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn. Smith the pass to Pachulia. Smith with a screen on Davis. Robinson goes in and stolen by Napier. And here they come. There's Hollis Jefferson. Davis kicks to Carroll. Now here's Napier, covered by Smith. 5 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line. And a moment here to see the numbers for Reggie Jackson. How he did last season. Came in about 14 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here is Smith. Kicks it to Jackson. He feeds it to Pachulia. Back to Jackson. Launches a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Davis sets a screen. Now here's Napier. Defense is right there. And no good that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Now the feed to Smith. To the middle. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 6 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Smith outside, picked by Pachulia, and Lure gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. Down low. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
Smith the pass to Pachulia. Back to Smith. It's deflected. It's stolen by Carroll. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Nets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Pistons trail by 12. Lure the screen. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's a screen. Layup off the pick. He lays it in. Napier's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. And, well, Detroit shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Teardrop shot. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Love that by Reggie Jackson. The floater is a natural move for him.
The pass to Carroll. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And along with the resurgence Carroll had last season, in large part due, I think, Greg, to finally feeling healthy.
Yeah, and Carroll is quick to tell you just how hard it was for him to regain form after that knee injury. Coming back is something that each player experiences kind of in their own way. Great presence, though, on and off the floor, and really a natural leader.
And the first one at the line is good.
DeMarre Carroll doesn't get to the line a terrible amount of times for a wing player, but you know what you like about him? When he gets there, he can convert them.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Ish Smith. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. 40 seconds left in the 3rd. Pistons trail by 12. Outside Jackson. Lure dishes to Jackson. From beyond the arc, and Lure gets it to go. Lure's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Napier with it. Jackson on him.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
Chalk up 2 there.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
1 second left. That shot misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets out in front, up 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Pistons trail by 9. Jackson and Bullock are the 1 and the 2. John Lure's out there with Robinson. And it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. Outside Jackson. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from Allen. Nets leading by 9. Now Napier. Allen a screen on Jackson. Here's Napier. Hollis Jefferson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jackson kicks to Bullock. Pachulia trying to break loose. And it's Bullock missing. And here are the Nets. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Fareed is checked in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dinwiddie passes to Allen, and there's the call on Pachulia. That's his first foul. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Dinwiddie. Softly drops in the floater. Dinwiddie's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Lure up top. And it's Bullock in the corner. Lure the screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. Well, with Reggie Bullock showing himself to be a terrific secondary scorer.
Doesn't try to do too much, hardly ever turns it over. He's gotten better at attacking and creating for himself and his teammates.
Two shots.
Free throw good. Bullock. Andre Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Blake Griffin comes in for Lure. And the Nets also making a change. Russell's checked in. And so Bullock nails both of them. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Russell kicks to Fareed. They get a hand on it. Here's Allen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting. Jared Allen. At the line for 2.
Two shot.
First free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. Pistons trail by 15. Kennard kicks to Griffin. Pass to Kennard. Griffin inside. Fareed defending. And Griffin slams it in.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Outside Russell. Inside. Stolen by Bullock. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Crabbe from long range. Drops in the tray. And the Nets lead by 14.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got them going, guys.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And the shot goes in.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Pistons trail by 16. Passes it to Griffin. And that's off the glass and in. Griffin's got 29.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Screened by Russell. Allen with the screen for Russell. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, masterful job by Russell with the height and shiftiness to kill you off the pick.
Jackson passes to Bullock. And Drummond kicks to Griffin. Pass to Bullock. Takes a 3. The Pistons with a fresh 24, but they get it back. Griffin passes to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
Crabbe with the ball. Screen by Fareed. Outside Russell. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the paint, hangs. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
That's good from Blake Griffin.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Crabb. Allen dishes to Crabb. Russell from long range. Offensive rebound. Chalk up 2 there. And the Nets lead by 14.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And that one's good. Drummond.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Timeout called, the Nets. Here is Russell. And here is Allen. Russell inside. Jackson on him. And that one's good. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, fearless move by Russell, just challenging the defense, going right to the heart.
Now the pass to Griffin. Off the screen, and Allen with the block. Here's Hollis Jefferson. They set the screen. Here's the floater. Rebound by the Pistons. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in his game.
Ish Smith, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And Kennard, Smitty, went 1 pick in front of Rookie of the Year contender Donovan Mitchell. Some Piston fans ticked off about that.
Yeah, I understand. But he was top 20 in three-point percentage right out of the gates. It's not just about year one. I think Kennard has a chance to be good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is Smith. He kicks it to Griffin. Shoots from 12. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. Hollis Jefferson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
From 13, Griffin's shot is off.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Pistons trail by 16. Kennard kicks to Smith. And stolen by Crabb. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Bullock with the rebound. The Pistons have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. Inside, here's Griffin. Here's Kennard. Detroit, no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's Russell. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Russell's got 22 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
To the inside. Here's Griffin. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Jamari Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn.
5th personal, team's 5th.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Griffin. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Russell kicks it to Crabbe. Drummond working against Allen. Right side, Russell. Down low. The second chance effort. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
One shot, behind the lanes.
And that one falls for Carroll. Now Smith. Griffin a screen on Russell. Smith kicks to Drummond to the inside. And Griffin slams it in.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
And the Nets with possession here. Right side, Russell to the paint. Here's Fareed. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Hits the front of the rim and out. Pistons trail by 16. Bullock with it. And it's Smith, top of the key. Pass to Drummond. He kicks it to Griffin. Back to Drummond. Pistons passing it around. And it's Smith missing.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
Griffin on the double team.
Blake Griffin. That's his first personal foul.
And Alan Crabbe, a strong shooter from outside, but he can still be a bit streaky, Greg, at times.
Yeah, I mean, he'll joke with himself that when he's off, he plays like Allen, but when he's on, he's playing like AC. I mean, he uses that Jekyll and Hyde motivation to make sure he stays aggressive on offense. The team and coaching staff are in on it as well, as they know a hot Crabbe is a handful to deal with.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now, here is Smith. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Down low, here's Griffin. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Fareed. Nets leading by 18. And here's Russell. Screen by Fareed. Floats one up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Smith the pass to Bullock. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Drummond sets the screen for Smith. Block at 6. And Allen with the block. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Screen by Fareed. Russell kicks to Fareed. Out to the right wing. Crabb. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Over to the wing. Drummond with a screen on Fareed. Here's Griffin. Back to Smith. Drummond trying to get himself free. Pistons keep it alive.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
2 shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for D'Angelo Russell.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. John Lure, he's checked in for Griffin. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Reggie Bullock. Thomas checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Calderon in for Ish Smith. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
Now here's Carroll. It's Davis on the wing. Defended by Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board, then right back up.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
It's Russell with the drive, and it's good, 2 points.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Robinson, that's good.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Here's Napier. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.